Okay, we're gonna take a drive up Highway 38. There's a big storm. Well, it's the monsoonal blow up. As you can see, it's really dark. I'll give you a view of your host here. I think that flips it. Does that flip it? No, that's taking a picture. There used to be a way to flip the. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh, maybe not. No, that's just taking a picture. Huh. Oh, I'm thinking of it, the live thing. That's what it is. I'm used to doing the live. This is just a regular video. Anyway, we're heading up to the mountains. We're gonna go to Forest Falls first. What was I gonna say? See if it's raining there. They've been teased for the past week. Let me straighten out the camera. The monsoonal's been blowing up from Mexico, Baja. And today we might even get some rain. There was a cell that came out of Cajon Pass. It was over North San Bernardino, Fontana, Rialto. That looked like it might, oh boy, I hate this intersection. People pull out. This one and the one at Valley of the Fall. That's how I almost get creamed last week up there. Anyway, the fire danger is really, I think it's very high still. Yeah, very high right there, Smoky Bear. The bad thing about this is going to bring lightning strikes. I suspect I should get the scanner on. I forgot my scanner, but I can bring it up on the phone. They're probably going to get some lightning strikes out of this. And you see how yellow, tender, dry the grass is right here? This is what they call flashy fuels. The yellow, a lot of that's cheatgrass, foxtail. Oh, what else is in there? Then you got the chaparral, you got the little buckbrush, and you got the, what do you call it? Some of that's Mexican elderberry, those little trees. In fact, they're going to be getting ripe here real soon. You'll see the band-tailed pigeons come down out of the mountains. They usually hang up in the mountains. They'll come down here like in Mentone, and I've even seen them in North Redlands. They'll eat those elderberries. I picked some one time because we made elderberry wine back home, elderberry jam. But they're not quite as sweet. They're kind of a bland tasting elderberry compared to like the Midwest. So it's really humid today too. That's why I'm getting out of Redlands. It's ugly humid, and you got to be careful right here in the summer because these people park right here and they'll walk out. Some will park right on the fog line. And then they'll walk across the bridge. Some will even park on the bridge. So when you come up right here at the lower part of the mouth of the canyon, be careful. They'll have kids with them. Sometimes you know how kids are. They'll dart out in the road. They don't realize they're in the road. But be real careful around in here. I'll pull over. There's a guy behind me. I'll pull off. And the mountain courtesy is if you get somebody behind you to pull off, let them go by. There's a turnout, but some people will run the shoulder, which is not technically legal. They'll ride the shoulder to let people pass them, but there's a couple reasons why I don't ride the shoulder. Number one, it's illegal to drive in the shoulder, and number two is there's a lot of debris in the shoulder. So there's rocks, pieces of vehicles, sticks. But you'll see people pulling off to the shoulder and let somebody pass. My truck's a bigger truck, so I don't have that shoulder's not quite wide enough for me. That's the other reason. That forces the guy passing me to go into the other lane, which isn't a good idea. Also, watch out, they're breaking into vehicles up here, right here at these turnouts, and over here on the left for Morton Peak. People will park there and hike up the road to Morton Peak on the left. There's a lot of cars getting hit. They're hitting them up here at Big Falls, the picnic area above Forest Falls. And there's a lot of people. Oh, there's rain already. We're getting rain already. Yay! Hopefully this is going to help Jinx Lake too. That's one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hike down to Jinx and we'll hopefully it's storming like a big dog up there and we'll get some rain. The bad thing is there's a flash flood watch. They're saying this today and tomorrow. There could be some good storm cells going into tonight. There's a guy behind me. I'll let him. So you just hit the turnout. Some of them will flash the lights at you, meaning thank you. I usually hit my brights, flash them back. I think there's another car behind him. I'm gonna wait. If they flash your on off, the lights on off, that's saying thank you. And then you can I just hit my high beam lever and just say you're welcome, you know, kind of a highway courtesy. The other thing in the mountains, it's more in the mountains I see it. I'm trying to see if there's anything coming. I don't think there is if somebody's coming at you. I did it last week for a rock slide, and they were flashing their lights. Well, down in the valley, that usually means it's a cop shooting radar. But up here, it can mean a rock slide, mud slide, deer, you know, got hit. So if somebody's flashing their lights at you, that doesn't mean usually it's a cop. I need to put my lights on, it's raining. California law now, lights on with it raining. These people that park here, they're going down to the creek. They put K-rails down here so they can't park down there anymore and start fires. So you see cars that they're walking down that's Killcare Road. They're walking down to the creek. But back to if somebody flashes you, slow down, because I did it for a motorcycle, a bunch of cars. There was a rock slide up here above the turn of Forest Falls, and hopefully they knew what that meant to slow down, because that motorcycle was flying. You know, maybe keep somebody from getting. I've seen a lot of vehicles broke down to the bottom of this hill, torn out radiators, front ends, oil pans. They're just going too fast. Come around the corner and there's boulders all across the road. There's nowhere to go, and they just slam into them. They're lucky. Some of these places up here, you can go off the edge, you know, go down 1,000 feet. Most of them are lucky. They just tore out their oil pan or radiator. They get to the bottom and they're in the top turnout up here at Vista Point, and there's a big puddle of oil or radiator fluid. You know, it just ruins their trip. And what's this guy? The motorcycle guy? This guy, they may be putting on ponchos. Yeah, it's raining. Or he's broke down, maybe. Yay, Forest Falls finally gets some rain. Boy, it needs it. Big Bear's really low. Jinx Lake's really low. Jinx Lake was about halfway, 2/3 of the way down. Last week it would come up another 8 feet toward my stick, so maybe it gained 10 inches in pull over the guy with no lights. I could barely see him coming, but you know, come on, put the lights on so we can see you. You got a gray car in that gray mist, and it's hard to see you. Put your lights on, please. Looks like it's breaking up here a little bit, but radar showed a pretty good cell. It's just now over San Bernardino Mountain, Jinx Lake, Forest Falls. We need it, but not a lot. Just enough to soak in, and the hillsides are coming back. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little green popping out now on the left. This is where it burned. This is where it jumped the highway up here. The El Dorado fire came from the right, came across the wash, and they were evacuating Forest Falls for the second time. All the people didn't leave. Suddenly 150 cars decided they wanted to leave because it would look like it was going to burn Forest Falls. And Forest Falls is a box canyon. There's only one way out. That's why I never moved up here. That's what I was afraid of. A fire cut this canyon road. You can't drive or run fast enough. And luckily the firefighters stopped it down here because they evacuated Angeles Oaks. As I came out, they wouldn't let anybody down this way. I was up here on our media pass filming it. I was with Will, the guy with Orange County. He was up here in the turnout. He got that classic shot. He got the money shot. There was a wall of fire coming across the creek, Mill Creek here. And I stopped and he got the shot. He stayed. I was getting the hell out of here because it wasn't looking good. And I looked back at Forest Falls and I thought the fire was almost up the, what is that, Canyon Road and Prospect? Yeah, right here, possible mudslides. A little burner. Yeah, this is kind of risky. I don't want to get up here and get trapped, but we'll get up and get out of here because it's this afternoon and tonight's when it's going to dump. But anyway, the fire, when I look back, I don't know if you can see these pine trees on the right across the creek. That's the end of Canyon or Prospect. But I looked back and I thought, God, Forest Falls is going to take a hit. And I thought, you know, oh man. But there was a strike team that went in over there. John Schaefer's strike team. I think he's County Fire. He retired. He got injured and he's retired. But he took his strike team in there, and they defended that lower canyon right there where those homes are. And they just lost one little, like a mother-in-law cottage, like a little outbuilding. But I would have bet a paycheck they were going to lose a lot more homes. But they're amazing what they do. They go in there, they know how to defend structures, and they do a lot of prep work. And the homes had their defensible space, and they literally triage as they go down. Can save, can't save. They literally yes, no, yes, no. They pick out the homes that they think they can defend, because the ones that doesn't do the brush clearance, it's wasting their time. They can't defend it, so they don't want to waste time, on a losing battle. But they go to the homes that they think they can save, and they usually end up saving them, unless the fire is just completely wind driven, and then they really can't do much when it's wind driven. In fact, it's dangerous for them to try. Let's look in the creek here. The creek's still dry right here. Oh. There's a creek up here, up above by David's house. My friend David, it has water in it. Well, he's got a little pond where it's dammed up. There's water up high, up in the upper canyon, but down lower, there's no water. Oh, what do we have for Forest Fall news? Well, we had that bear meeting. I filmed the bear meeting. If you want to see Department of Fish and Wildlife and the county sheriff, they came up and spoke about how to bear-proof your house and your trash cans. When you could, whoa, get over, dude. Oh, that's what's his name? That's Michael. How to you can defend yourself if they break in. How that works. The biologist spoke about the bears, and the one that was shot right down here at the bridge. It was a mama bear. Jeff Philippic was the biologist speaking. He said they tracked it. There was a lot of blood. They didn't find it. They assumed it died, but the guy shot it in the shoulder with a 30-30, which is, those bears have massive shoulders and massive meat. They're basically a pop gun to a bear and a shoulder. She probably laid up. It was the mama with some cubs. Usually when a big critter dies like that, a dog will pick it up, or the crows, the birds give it away. Usually you'll see crows or ravens on it, for days. And coyotes will be down there eating on it. And dogs. The decomp smell is pretty overwhelming. So they tracked it up here, what they call Point Breeze, which was back right above the bridge. Real thick area where the bears come down off the mountain. I don't think she died. The cubs got taken in. They finally caught the cubs. They got taken into the Ramona Animal Rehab down there that does bear rehab. They should be okay. They're fine. They're missing mama. It's too bad mama won't be able to teach them like normal. Mama takes them out, teaches them how to grub for food and how to go up trees when there's danger. I'm sure they already know that. That's one of the first things mama teaches them. They got something that's the church. Mama teaches them to react to danger. And I guess the cubs had gotten in the house down there. Mama came charging. The neighbor heard screaming, came out. Some people want to blame them. Some people want to blame the homeowner. But bears have got such good sniffers. You can be as bear-proof if you want, but if you had something smelly good at supper last night and it's on your hands, just you touching a car door handle or the front door, that bear still smells that. And here's Mom, your creek, the trailhead. You can see the lady here, see the fence and the boards. The trailhead's right next to her property, but the rude ass people have blocked her driveway, blocked her in. She finally put up a fence with a chain across it, the entrance. I don't blame her. It was clearly posted, no parking, no trespassing, but people came up and it really made her life hell. I don't know if she's this guy behind me, man, he better get back on your side of the road. He's halfway across the lines on the corners, and there's cars coming down. Here's where I want to go. Hopefully he doesn't run into me. Slow it down there, Junior. 25 through town. They want to go through 80 through here. Anyway, I'm at Max. I'll do another video when I go up to Angel Soaks and Chinks Lake. Thanks for watching.